welcome back to my channel. I just gave you a little house tour, little neighborhood tour. I just moved last weekend into a new house. Two of the three of my kids and I moved in, and oh gosh, it's wonderful. This is Lily's room. That's the laundry room in there, and that's Christy's room. Kids' bathroom. There's my office. My bedroom, a little messy, not too bad. There's a bathroom all the way back there, plus a big, huge walk-in closet. It's amazing. I love it. And the gym here is perfect. So I get the gym that comes with my rent at this beautiful house, my beautiful 3-bedroom house. No more townhouses, no more apartments. So beautiful. Here's Bluey. He's always making himself known. So I have been just exercising every single day. I get about 20,000 steps in every single day, and I do weights. There's some over here. I don't know if you can see them. I also started doing much heavier weights at the gym. So I've been doing core workouts. At this gym, I've been doing a lot of arms and a lot heavier of weights at the gym at the complex here. So it's a really nice gym. There's nobody over there. So I've also been keeping up on running. So I think I'm gonna put this down right here. Hopefully this gets me. I'm not very good at this, but sorry guys. I just don't wanna hold it. I might have to, huh? Okay, anyway, I have been getting in my running almost every single day. I would say now that I'm situated, I'm moved in, I can get closer to every day to every other day back to running. So that's another way I get my steps in, get my heart rate up, I get my zone minutes in that way. I think it's very important now that I'm at maintenance and feeling so good about myself. Like this is a size medium. I'm like swimming in mediums. I've been wearing size smalls. It's crazy. I have my next scan, my next InBody scan. I get that next Tuesday on my birthday. Could you believe I'm gonna be 29? Look, I have a card that even says, so no, I will be 46 on Tuesday, which is wild. I'm the healthiest I've been in my entire adult life though. My BMI is sitting around 23. We'll see with the InBody scale. That's what I go by these days. I've been doing about every 2 months now. I go and I get my scans done. I just want to make sure that I'm not losing muscle at this point, and then I'm continuing to lose whatever fat is left. It's important that visceral fat came down, which it did last time. Optimal is a 10 for your body scan number for visceral fat, which is, as you know, the fat around your organs, the stuff that's, dangerous. When I started the journey, I was at a 19, then I went down to a 16, and then my last scan, I was at a 13. So I anticipate being much closer to that 10. And that's kind of my goal. Like now it's not even like the numbers on the scale anymore. Now I'm like maintaining, and yeah, I want to lose a couple more pounds, but that's not even like the big point anymore. Like now it's really, okay, I need to get to the point where I am at a normal visceral fat. I'm already at a normal BMI. I want whatever my body fat, my body fat and my muscle mass, I want that to all be in the normal range. So if it's not this time, I'm just going to keep working harder to get everything in this L shape that's supposed to be completely normal. So that is my goal. I mean, I've never been this thin. I've never been this healthy. And I've been doing this for a couple years now. This has taken some time. This was not anything overnight. And I have been working so hard since I moved here to Northern Arizona with my workouts, with my fasting, like all of that has been taken to like next level, which is how I got to where I am now. And it's amazing, honestly. Like I can't put into words how awesome this has been. So, sorry, my cats this is Charlie, which I know I've shown him in other videos. He's almost 16. And Bluey, the other little guy, he is gonna be 1 on Halloween. So, but anyway, I've never been this thin. I've never felt this good. And, part of it was my fleur-de-lis surgery that I got, where I got the loose skin removed, and that made a huge impact. And then it was like, okay, I still have fat. I still need to lose. Like, let's keep this journey going. And then just getting these scans done at my age and her saying, you're losing muscle mass, and, you could have all these issues when you get older if you don't make that a priority. Well, I think I've made it a huge priority now. So I'm definitely much happier. And yeah, let me see if I can get this here. Put this right here. Okay. I think that'll do it. Put it against my Legos instead of holding the phone. So yeah, I do lift, and I run, and I intermittent fast. And that, I think the intermittent fasting has been the biggest part of my journey that I think has really helped get me to this point, outside of the exercise, which obviously was huge, outside of the surgery, which was huge. But without intermittent fasting, I would not have went from, I started, the highest recorded weight over the last couple of years was, on my phone, was 252. I could have been higher. It wouldn't have been much higher, but I'm 5'9", so that's a lot of weight to carry on me. So the highest weight was 252, and most recent weight before this week was 161. So at 5'9", that puts me at 23 point something BMI. And the last scan, I was gaining muscle. I lost 10 pounds of body fat 2 months ago, and I gained a couple pounds of muscle, which was amazing. And I'm anticipating probably similar results. Not as much fat loss. I have lost weight. I have lost since the last scan. I haven't lost as much because I don't have as much to lose. So realistically, I kind of wanted to maintain between 155 and 158, just so my birthday is Tuesday, and we're gonna, have cake on Sunday. I'm not gonna eat a lot of cake, but I'm not gonna lose weight that day, right? I wanna be able to know that on a birthday, on a special occasion, on whatever, I can enjoy something without feeling bad, or I can go outside of my fasting window without feeling bad. And, I think that's important. So I have stuck to my fasting regimen, and I think that is hugely important to understand in this journey. Without this fasting regimen, there's no way I would be where I am. My body needs that rest of literally not eating anything. I have coffee in the morning, so I do dirty fast, but I don't eat anything, and I don't have anything else but water with electrolytes. And now I've been adding the clear protein powder for the last couple months in my water, and then later in the morning I take plant amino acids with my vitamins, and I think that's been a huge part of keeping on the muscle. So anyway, obviously I'm vegan. I've been vegan almost 9 years now, and I just follow a whole foods diet. I try my best to make sure whatever meals I'm having in my window are as minimally processed as possible, have protein in them, and are kind of meeting the requirements, fiber, lower fat, those kinds of things. It's important. Do I do it every single day? Of course not. But I don't go out to eat. Going out to eat is a lot more rare than it used to be. I used to go out a couple times a week. So now a couple times a month. We really don't go out that much. And if we do, we make smarter choices. I don't take advantage of going out to eat anymore. Now I'm okay, what is the best choice here? So, and emotional eating has changed for me too. I'm kind of the opposite now. If I'm sad or if I'm upset or anything, I am the opposite. I'm not hungry. I don't go to food anymore. I don't use it as my crutch anymore. And it took a couple years now to get to that point. It's hard. That's a hard thing to combat, and I've been able to. So that's one thing I'm really proud of. That's a non-scale victory right there. But yeah, so my days, it's not exact, but most days I start eating. I wake up at 6 o'clock and I either hit the gym or I take a walk that is at least a mile and a half every morning. And then I just consistently take walks and runs all day long. My weights, the whole 9 yards, every day without fail. I don't sit down very much. When I do have a sedentary job, but I get up every half an hour to an hour, even if it's just to walk around my house. Like, I have to get up. I don't like sitting for that long anymore. I'm always sitting. My kid the other day when we were moving said, "Do you ever sit down?" Not really. I don't prefer to. So yeah, anyway, so I start anywhere between 12 and 2. 2 is on the later end, and 2 o'clock would be like if I really, really just wasn't hungry, or if I knew we were gonna have like a much later dinner. I only have 2 meals a day still. So like, I don't eat more than 2 meals a day unless it's a holiday or a birthday. I might have a snack at night or something like that, but religiously almost every day I have 2 meals a day between typically 12 and 6. So I usually wait for my 20-year-old to get home from work and we'll have dinner together. It's usually done by the time she gets home, so we can just eat and clean up and be done by 6. So on a typical day, sometimes it could be 1 to 7, sometimes it could be 2 to 8, but I try to stick to this 6-hour window religiously every day, and I try to pick the best options, the best food, the things that my body needs to fuel my day. And the rest of the day, like the rest of those hours, my body is at rest. My body is fasting. And you know, for a while I plateaued because I was doing OMAD. I did OMAD for, I don't know, 1.5 years, 2 years. It was a while. And then my body got so used to that 1 meal a day that I couldn't lose anymore. So I decided, you know, I'm gonna try something different and trick my body into 2 meals a day. And I started that, I think February of 2025 this year. So since February, now we're the end of October, that's what's working. And I don't want to stop because I think that's what is going to help me maintain as well. And I'm excited. I'm here. I'm skinny. I'm fit. I'm thin. I've had people tell me, "Oh, you're too thin." I'm not too thin. I've had people tell me, "You call me skinny mini." I don't think I'm skinny mini, but I am definitely a much, much different person. Much different. And you know, this is where I wanted to be. This is where I've wanted to be for years. I wanted to feel this good. I wanted to look at pictures and not be repulsed. I mean, even a year ago when I had lost so much weight and I was, you know, 180, 190, or even like 195, I still didn't like the way I looked. So I had to get to this point where I was like, okay, you've got to work harder. And I did. And I'm really proud of that. And it's been a long time coming, but you know what? Here I am, almost 46 years old, the healthiest I've been my entire adult life. And I'm to the moon happy. So I will continue this journey. I will continue doing updates. If you'd like, you can post it in the comments, but if you're interested in what I eat in a day, I can start doing more of those. So my videos don't get redundant and boring. Or like my activities. If you have any questions, feel free to post in the comments. But I appreciate you watching. I know I don't get on here very often, but yeah, this is just a look into my little life here up in Northern Arizona and kind of what's been going on and what's been working. I will post my next scan though next week too. I'll let you know how that goes, and we'll see if I'm more in the straight line where she wants me to be. So wish me luck on that. Until the next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.